Bro, so you know how I got rear-ended?
Uh-huh.
Well, my car's in the shop currently, and I finally
Right.
got my rental car.
Uh-huh.
Guess what the fuck I've been driving all week?
A hybrid?
Nope, a motherfucking Hemi Dodge Ram.
Why?
It was the only thing that they had in my size category. Otherwise, I would have had to have paid out of pocket or something.
So they gave you a big ass
So
truck
they gave me a big ass truck. I went from not spending anything on gas for a whole year,
to like spending $100 for a full tank of gas?
yeah, to a fucking V fucking 87 Hemi fucking. So I'm Mr. Truck Man now. I feel like
Oh
I'm
damn, I forgot to
like
take
a
that down.
douchey bro now.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, call me Mr. Truck. Hey, you need a move? Are you moving soon? Do you need some help?
All right.
I hate it. Like motherfucking Dead Space, we are back with another episode. This is the PodBoyz Advanced Podcast. It's a weekly discussion where we go over the latest in gaming and throw in a little bit of whatever else we want to talk about. My name is Oscar. I'm joined as always by my co-host and best friend.
Eric, what is up, dude?
What's up? How you doing today, man?
I'm doing good, dude.
Been good this week?
Real good, actually.
Been uniting some Pokemon?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Just chilling over here as well. But I have a very important question to ask you.
Okay.
Something that that I've been trying to work up the courage to ask all week. I don't know if you're ready for it.
Yeah, I'm ready to hear it, dude.
What are you drinking?
Um, to keep with your theme, I don't know if well, I promised you that I would find it, and I did.
Oh,
I found the green apple one.
damn. See, I haven't even seen that one.
So I found the green apple warheads.
Sick. I decided to take a bye week so I don't burn through them too quick.
Okay, okay.
And this week I'm rocking Kings County Brewers Collective. Ooh, from Brooklyn, New York.
Oh,
It's
fancy.
called a beach zombie, and it indeed has
A beach zombie
a
on it.
beach zombie on it. It's a
I see a
fruit.
hop
It's a
hop on there.
fruited sour.
Oh, it's a sour. It looks like a little hop picture on the
I think
little.
the it's the logo of the brewery that has the hop
Ah,
as
okay.
part of it.
I see.
Old guy with a metal detector in the background. Some children. A Ferris wheel. Yeah, let's see what's up with this beach zombie.
And I'm gonna have this Warheads beer, dude. We've been really on the Warheads lately.
Dude, they're good recreations of flavor. Gotta give them credit.
Oh,
Hmm.
it's green.
Yeah, they're all colored. You didn't notice?
Hmm.
Yeah, they're all their respective colors.
Okay, quite literally tastes like green out. It's actually really good.
So is the beach zombie. I can't identify the fruit. Ooh, strawberry and guava. And it's very good. So fuck me, I guess.
Mr. I hate guava. Man, I got a smudge on my glasses, so I gotta take them off for a second here.
All right.
Prepare to feast your eyes on my
Eric,
eyeballless
no,
face.
you're also a cyclops. Don't take it. All right. And before we hop into some gaming stuff, we can talk about a little bit of whatever else we want to talk about, which is rare, but we're gonna toss it in there this time. Eric and I went to I know it was mine. I don't know about you, but it was my first concert back out ever since the big quarantine and lockdown and everything.
Yeah, it's first big concert for sure. I've seen some live music, but just kind of like outdoors, like just
Yeah, like at the little
spread
like
out.
markets you guys sell stuff at.
Yeah, yeah. So people playing live music there, or whatever.
Nice.
but it's the first big concert like that.
Yeah, so we actually went to the Hollywood Bowl to check out Earl Sweatshirt, mostly, who was opening up for a gentleman named Kamasi Washington. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I was mostly there for Earl. It was good seeing the boy back out. I think he might have been, if not one of the last concert I saw before quarantine ended too. So
Mm-hmm.
ended and began a cycle with him. You know what I mean? He's my
That's
boy.
cool.
I always love seeing Earl live when he's around. I played some stuff I had never heard before that was pretty cool. He played some like deep like SoundCloud hits, like Power and stuff like that. Like
Mm-hmm.
it was a really good show. I had a really good time. And
It was. Yeah, it was.
I ended up having to leave. I ended up having to leave after Earl because again, if you listen to the mini clip in the intro, uh, I'm currently not. I was currently without my rental car, and my current car is getting fixed. So my girlfriend had to drive me home from Orange County, then drive herself back to LA. So
Yeah, kind of a mission.
kind of a mission. Cause so I had to take off a bit early. But Eric ended up staying for Kamasi Washington, who honestly I had no idea who he was when I left or anything like that. So I didn't know what I was
Bro,
walking away from.
let me tell you. This was like the craziest jazz, like fusion, whatever you want to call it, concert I've ever seen, like ever. There's like everyone that was there was such a great musician, and Thundercat was actually playing bass with them
See, like the whole time.
the whole time. He
I
played
thought.
bass with
See,
them.
when you texted me, I thought he just came out for a song or
No,
something.
he was there playing bass with them the whole time.
Damn, bro.
Yeah,
I love Thundercat. That's my
Thundercats. So
Thundercat's the shit.
he like played there with everyone. It was like a full band. They had two drummers, two bassists.
What the
They
fuck?
had like a trombonist.
And everybody was playing at the same time.
Yeah. Well, I mean, they had like, you know, pieces that they were playing.
Yeah, but like the drummers were simultaneously drumming.
Yeah, at times.
That's wild.
Yeah, it was really cool. They had like a percussion section with like bongos and like crazy percussion sounds. It was really cool. And just like in the middle of the show, they brought out some like local rappers that I haven't really heard of.
Oh, that's dope.
One that I remember was Proper, I think was his name. Um, there was and the two other guys I don't really remember their names. But yeah, they came out and they played a song. They did like a freestyle, and it was super cool. Um, and then to like finish the night off, like right before they played their last song, Kirk Hammett and uh, what's his name, the bassist to Metallica,
Trujillo.
yeah, Robert Trujillo came out, and they played a jazz version of what's that song called? Friend of Misery, I think is what it's called.
Okay.
So they played a Metallica jazz version of their song.
That's fucking crazy, dude.
So it was
Like
super wild,
actual
dude.
members of Metallica.
Hmm.
Yeah, so man, I walked away from a hell of a show then.
No, yeah, it was really cool. And that I'll send you a clip that I took of the trumpet player, because that trumpet player,
Oh,
man,
yes, yes. Send me all the trumpet clips.
whew, he was great. But anyways, it was a fun show. It was great, dude. I had a
Yeah,
lot of fun.
it was
Earl was
dope.
also awesome.
We were sitting way far apart from each other, but it was dope seeing you for a bit anyway, you know, like
I
in
mean,
person.
we were like in the same area.
Same area, but like couldn't like talk to each other or anything, you know
Yeah,
what I mean?
yeah.
But it was all good. But yeah, I believe you had reversed it on me this week and asked me what I've been playing, huh?
Yeah. What have you been playing, man?
I'll be completely honest with you. Pretty much almost 100% Skyward Sword.
I figured as such.
I can't stay away from Zelda games, man. No matter what is out, no matter what I'm playing, Zelda games will always hook me. Skyward Sword, especially this one, like it was always my least favorite one because like the beginning intro part is so slow and draggy.
Mm.
But with the remaster, you can like skip dialogue, you can increase the dialogue speed, you can skip whole
Oh.
cutscenes. You don't have to like before like you'd have to like um read the dialogue, but the dialogue wouldn't just appear and then you hit A and you like read it and
It'll do the thing where like
like, yeah,
type it out for
you
you.
have to watch it type out very slowly like and it's just it was so tedious and annoying and like this one lets you just speed through that, do what you got to do, run around. Like I was into the action, like actually like on the ground about to get into the first temple like within like the first couple hours, which is like wild, you know what I mean?
Nice.
So it's definitely an improvement in that sense. And the button controls take a bit to get used to. It is a bit weird. The biggest gripe I have and that everyone seems to have, but like there was really no other way to do it is there's a free moving camera now. In the old one, there was just like the Zelda camera where wherever you're facing, you press Z to like align and you're like facing forward and like it's like boxy look and like you can do like this dowsing thing where you go into first person to search for stuff and that's how you would look around rooms before. It was
Yeah.
really fucking annoying. But so now you can just look around like normal, but you gotta hold the top shoulder button while you move the stick. Because
That sounds a
otherwise
little weird.
the stick is what gets is what replaces the motion controls. You control your swords, yeah. You're always controlling your
Oh.
sword with the right stick. So whatever direction you move it, that's where you're like slashing and stuff like that. And like
So if you want to look around or move your camera, you got to press the bumper.
you gotta hold the bumper down and then move the stick and then you can move around.
Mm.
So what ends up
Mhm.
happening most of the time is like I forget to like I'm trying to look around real quick and I forget to hold the button, so I just pull my sword out in the middle of like town or something like that, and like so it gets a little bit like janky and like a little bit takes a bit to get used to, but like it's perfectly like it's a good trade off for having an actual camera. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean
Like it's pretty much like a camera toggle, right?
yeah. So it's been a good experience for me. Like compared to how I remember it being. Like I'm like already like at the third temple. So like I've been breezing through it, like even doing something like the weird non-linear they don't tell you almost anything Zelda side quests. I've been doing them as well. So like
Nice.
I've been having a really good time with the game, man. I'm probably gonna just it's a Zelda
Keep playing through it.
it's a Zelda game, so unlike a JRPG or anything like that, if I sit there and like I like play it for a couple days straight, like I'll finish it. So you know what I mean? So like I'm probably just gonna power through it just because it's a Zelda game and I love it and I gotta get through it, but and I have a lot of stuff to get back to, but
Yeah.
I am gonna finish it probably because these have you can see the finish line on these is all I'll say
Yeah. Yeah.
compared to the
Yeah.
like RPGs I'm usually jumping into.
Yeah. That's true.
And then other than that, I've been playing a bit of Pokemon Unite, but we'll save that for last on your list. So we can go ahead and what you been playing, man?
So I got further down in Scarlet Nexus.
Mm-hmm.
I am in standby phase 9.
Ooh, so you're almost there. You're at like
Yeah.
almost at the final stretch.
Yeah. Uh it's just it's just like my mind is blown with this
Do you know about
story. Yeah, why would you say that, sir? But yeah, I do know about it.
I'll cut it out for the masses, but
For the spoilers.
but yeah, in my route, I learned about it super early on, which is why I was always like
No, yeah,
exploding.
I realize that.
Yeah.
Yeah, but at the point where I'm at, I find out some shit about your sister.
Oh no, not Naomi.
So yeah, I know some shit about your character that you don't know yet.
Oh
That's
shit.
gonna blow your mind.
Dude, this storyline is like
Mhm.
all sorts of a roller coaster, huh?
So currently, right now, where I'm at, I am. The last thing that I did was pretty much fight through a giant server room that
How,
controls the city.
how OP are you right now?
How OP am I?
Yeah.
I can have up to 4 powers activated all at once now.
Holy shit! You
Yeah.
could just spam them all and just go
Yeah.
nuts.
And no spoilers, but there's 8 people on my team.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
That's dope.
So you'll see once you get there, it opens up a lot of stuff. A lot.
Awesome, awesome. So I'm looking
Um
forward to getting back into that once I break out of Zelda.
yeah. So I've been playing that. Played a little bit of Destiny. I played the Grandmaster to try and get a depth hand hung jury, but I didn't get one.
Damn, what'd you get?
I didn't get anything. I got an
Damn,
exotic helmet, which is fine
that
because
you already had.
yeah, which is fine because like the roll that is on that exotic helmet's really good, but it's not what I wanted.
Mhm.
But anyways, I'm gonna try again this week to try and get the Azuma sniper.
Oh, okay.
So
I have one of those, but not
yeah,
the
well
adept one.
I'll have the adept one if we finish it. And let's see, what else have I been playing? Oh, speaking of Zelda, I finally got off the Great Plateau.
Oh, you did it! Let's
I'm
go.
I'm off the Great Plateau.
Got
I
your
got my
freaking hang
glider.
glider.
Yeah, I'm currently on.
Yeah.
I'm on the way to the forest now.
You know,
Uh,
technically, if you like were a big boss fan with big old huge testicles, you could run your ass straight to Ganon right now if you wanted to.
with no armor, nothing, just like
Straight up.
straight. Oh yeah,
That's how open-ended this game is.
yeah. I've
Once
heard.
once you get past the Great Plateau, you can do whatever you want in whatever order you want and just go for it.
Oh, cool. So I
So
can
just
literally go
pick a
wherever.
pick a direction and go, and you'll end up with something to do. Yeah.
Okay, I'm probably just gonna follow like the
Towers.
story. Yeah.
There's no story to follow.
Well, not the story, but okay. So the old man directed me to the forest, so I'm gonna start there,
Yeah, you're
and then
gonna.
from there I'm gonna do whatever else. Probably just gonna go to all the towers and unlock all the whole map.
That's what I did first. Like I got to like where like the story is go do the 4 temples basically, like
Yeah.
same thing as that is in every Zelda. And
Hmm.
then I went around and I unlocked as many towers as I could, got as much of the map unlocked, and then I started like uh actually going for the story and shit, you know. So,
Yeah.
but let me tell you, it's gonna take you a while to unlock that map. It's huge.
Yeah. I can see that. What like yeah. So anyways, I played that, and aside from that, the only other thing I believe I played is I played a little bit of Diablo 3 with Abel
Oh, okay.
at one point. Some Black Ops 4, I think, for a bit, just because playing with friends,
Yeah.
and it sucks. Hated it. Uh,
I don't know why you go back. I don't know why you. I
it's
don't know why
because
you give in to the peer pressure.
well, I installed it because it's the free game of the month, the PSN free game, so just to play with friends.
I guess they'd be
And
like, "Oh, you're playing Call of Duty? Cool. I'm gonna hop back in this car."
nah, I like playing with friends, so um there was that, and other than that, it was just some Pokemon Unite, bro.
Let's talk about this game. So this is my first MOBA ever. I've never in my life played anything like it,
Mm-hmm.
and I've heard that it's actually like a pretty casual take on it so far. That like most of the time they get really, really, really annoyingly sweaty and long. Like matches
Mm-hmm.
take hours to complete and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
This one's just hop in and out. I think it's like a 10-minute timer or something like that.
Yeah, it's 10-minute games. Yeah.
10-minute games. There's a bunch of choices of mons, and you keep unlocking more and more and more as you level up and stuff like that. So I've been having a pretty good time with it. Like it did start to get a little annoying last night playing like the ranked matches when like people who are just like
Yo.
I assume just sweaties in every MOBA ever that are hopping into Pokemon Unite that like know how to just fuck people in those types of games, you know what I mean? But
Yeah.
I don't know what was going on yesterday, but like people were like just like overpoweringly strong, not even in the like the scoring sense, but in the we couldn't do anything because like even with the regular non-ability attacks, like they would just three tap you or something like that. It was
Yeah, it
bad.
was weird. Like it was very strange, and we tried to level up as fast as we could, but even doing that,
Yeah, even focusing on wild Pokemon and leveling up before like hopping into the fray, like didn't really make much of a difference at all, to be
and we
honest.
weren't trying to fight alone or anything. We're going in as a team, and we're getting
Mhm.
like
Manhandled.
destroyed.
Yeah, it
Yeah,
was
it was
so I
tough.
don't know what's going on there, what we're doing wrong, what we're missing. Maybe I don't know. Maybe we need
Maybe
to
we don't
like
got the right items or something.
yeah, maybe we don't got let that MOBA sense down yet, but I want to keep at it. I want to keep playing it. You know what I mean?
I will say,
It's fun to hop in and out of.
yeah, I will say there is a lot of battle items that we don't have yet.
Hmm.
So like, I don't know if you know how you can put on leftovers and
Yeah,
like the specs or whatever.
and the thing is, I think the higher your level is, the more you can equip at one time or something, right?
Exactly. So I think that might have been what was going on.
Yeah,
Like we were
people
just,
like stacking like focus sashes and shit on themselves.
yeah, exactly. So I think what we need to really do is just keep playing.
Yeah, just actually fucking grind it out, which
Just
is
keep playing,
what it
yeah.
is. It's a grindy games as a service
It's free to
battle
play,
pass shit. You
so
know what I
yeah.
mean? Yeah. So I mean, I'm down to keep playing. I like if anything is gonna get me into the stupid League of Legends genre, it's gonna be Pokemon. So you know what I
And
mean?
this is done well. I thought
Yeah.
it's done really well.
Yeah.
So
Our
it's
homie,
fun.
we play with our homie Vince. He's super into it. I think he's played other MOBAs as well. He's like texted me like 4 paragraphs today, like with like this is what MOBAs are. This is like the strategy. We got to do this. We got to cut off one of the paths, and we got like he sent me this whole like battle tactic plan type of thing, and I was just like, so he's into this type of shit, and he says that like he thinks it's super well done as well. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
so I mean, they did it. Tencent and whoever else developed this shit pulled it off. Apparently, I mean, because they even got me interested. You know what I mean? And I
Yeah.
usually
Well, I
like
think
avoid these types of games like the plague.
yeah. I think Game Freak had their like fingers in it too.
Well, yeah, to like oversee the thing, I did
Yeah.
to make sure they don't fuck up the IP or whatever.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it's a fun game. Alolan Ninetales for life.
Dude, it is really good.
Yeah.
I've been manning Snorlax.
Snorlax. Vince has been pushing Charizard a lot, I believe. But I also have fun with Venusaur. Venusaur's fun.
Venusaur is fun.
My original, like the first two that I started with were Pikachu and Zeraora, which like I had a lot of fun with those guys. Zeraora is fun as hell too.
Yeah.
A little OP though.
He is a little OP. There's a couple Pokemon that I feel are a little OP,
So I'm pretty
including the
sure
Ninetales.
pretty sure there's gonna be like nerfs and buffs and all that type of shit
Yeah, going forward, there's
as
gonna be
as it progresses. So we'll see where everything ends up. But yeah, man, Pokemon Unite, check it out. It's free to play. I believe it's gonna come out on cell phones later this year. I think in September or something like that. They said so. Check it out. Download it for free on Switch. It's a fun game if you like Pokemon. If you like playing online with friends, it actually uses a decent invite system. So yeah, go for it. That's pretty much gonna do it for what we've been playing this week. Just a quick little game highlight. It's not on our list here. It is on the list I texted you. A game that I want to check out. I need to see. Death's Door is out. I don't know where it is. It doesn't seem to be on PC Game Pass, but it's the Swordbird game that we were excited for.
Oh,
The little crow
yeah,
with the
yeah,
sword.
yeah.
It's it looks like it's currently an Xbox exclusive. Oh no, it is on Steam.
Cool.
It's on Steam. $20.
Oh, that's not bad.
$20 for Zelda meets Dark Souls meets cool art style meets birds.
Yeah.
So I might check it out. I was really intrigued by it, and I mean, it's always good to support small indie studios. Can't get them all. Can't get them all on Game Pass. Dang it, you know what I mean?
Yeah. But this is cool. I might check this out too.
So then we can start moving into some of the topics here, including a new PS5 model that was leaked by the Sony Japan website. What do you think about that, Eric? Are you ready for the PS5 Pro?
That's pretty quick, but yeah, sure, let's do it. I'm ready to like spend 5 hours losing my mind in front of my computer again.
Try to pre-order it? Yeah. No, it's nothing like that. It looks like it's just a quick random new revision of the diskless model that the only difference so far seems to be the weight of the system, which is about 300 grams less than the current all digital PS5 model. So I don't know what the heck. What do you think they could have done in there to like?
I to make it lighter,
Yeah, 300 grams lighter.
I don't I don't know. Like maybe they replaced some of the hardware in there.
I don't lighter screws. I don't know, man.
My only so what I'm thinking, maybe they changed the way it's arranged inside, and maybe I don't know, dude.
Yeah,
I
I
don't
have no
know.
idea. So keep an eye out for. I mean, for those of you still looking for a PS5, if you're interested in a digital model, mm, maybe hold up for a revised one that does something different. I don't know, man.
I
Which
mean,
I just thought it was interesting. I wanted to talk about it because like what
it's
is
kind of
this?
random, right? It's
What
out of
is
the
this?
blue.
What is this mystery revision less than a year in? You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's weird.
And then we can talk about Nintendo actually firing back, lashing out at Bloomberg. Bloomberg's been running their mouth about Nintendo all year. If you remember, they're the ones that have been getting everyone riled up for the Switch Pro that never came.
Yeah,
Sure,
Bloomberg has
yeah,
been
we got this
doing.
we got this OLED model, but remember Bloomberg was the one that stoked the flames of the it's gonna have 4K and DLSS and a new chipset and all kinds of crazy shit and more RAM
Yeah.
and so now they started coming out afterwards and were like saying like, oh, the Switch OLED model is only going to cost $10 more to make than the current one, but it's $50 more price wise. So they're going to see a massive increase in their profit margins and stuff like that. Blah 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 blah. Which to some people, like if you're a big Nintendo investor, sounds like music to your ears, right? Bigger profit margins on the system.
Yeah.
Well, Nintendo came out and straight up made a whole new account on Twitter that seems to be focused on internal revenue and just focusing on communicating directly with investors. And they said a news report on July 15th, 2021 claimed that the profit margin of the Nintendo Switch OLED model would increase compared to the Nintendo Switch. To ensure correct understanding among our investors and customers, we want to make clear that this claim is incorrect. And then they go on to explain about the components and all kinds of shit.
Says the second part of that says we also want to clarify that we just announced that Nintendo Switch OLED will launch October 2021 and have no plans on launching any other model at this time.
So shut the fuck up with your 4K DLSS Switch is basically what they said. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, Nintendo is rarely makes statements like this in general, rarely responds to rumors, speculation, any of that stuff. They just let it fly by the wayside. And this time, I think they've probably have had enough of because this is the same guy who's written every single one of these Switch Pro articles. It's Takashi Machizuki. Looks like they're
Yeah.
just starting to get a little bit sick of Homeboy, and we're like, you know what? Let's start making some things clear. Let's start calling Homeboy out on his bullshit because this guy just seems
Well,
to be
because he's
spouting off bullshit all the time. You
well
know what I mean?
because what's happening is he's writing these articles and making all these speculations, and what's happening is people get hype, and then when they do release something,
YouTubers make videos. The hype gets bigger. Everyone on Twitter talks
and then
about it. It
when
gets trending, and
and
then
then
it's
when
a
they
whole
do when
thing.
it does come out, yeah, when it does come out, like their consumers are disappointed.
It's like the ultimate game of online telephone. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like it
exactly.
starts off this small and then it ends up getting this big when Nintendo is just over here working on their own little thing, all like always. You know what I mean? Nintendo's not fucking focused on following trends, keeping up with 4K, whatever is like the buzzwords and all that type of shit. You know what I
They're
mean?
just doing their own thing.
They're just Nintendo going Nintendo. And if you want to
And
support,
I
if
will
you want to
say,
support them, support them. If you think that the way their way of doing things is like old fashioned and archaic and dumb, that they're behind, then just don't buy it and shut the fuck up. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
I will say though, switching from an OLED screen from an LED screen is actually a huge
Oh,
upgrade.
yeah,
Like
100%.
huge.
And
And that can't be cheap, you know, like
let me raise my mic here. I'm making a proclamation. I have an excuse.
what's
I
your
have
excuse?
an excuse. My girlfriend, who only currently has a Switch Lite, has been trying to play games on the TV more often. So looks
So
like
now
I
you're
have to
giving
give her
her
my
oh,
Switch so she can play
okay.
on the TV. You
Oh,
know, I'm just,
boo hoo, boo hoo
I
to
have
you.
an excuse.
So you're gonna what quintuple dip
Maybe a
on the
little bit,
Nintendo
yeah, maybe a
Switch?
little bit. What about it? Big whoop. Want to fight about it?
No, I do. Hey, power to you, dude. That Switch is gonna look great.
Yeah, you know
Especially
me.
since you're always on handheld
I
anyway, so
literally always play. I only play on the TV by force. I say it all the time.
yeah.
But yeah, we can move on from that topic over to some EA Play stuff. So EA Play happened this week. Nothing really too crazy announced there. They announced a new racing game that's gonna have a live action show attached to it. Um, they announced yeah, a new season of Apex Legends, a cool little indie RPG gothic type of looking thing called uh Lost in Random or something like that.
I saw a little bit of that.
Yeah, it's also coming to Switch. I think I saw Nintendo post a trailer for it as well on YouTube. Um, and then the two main takeaways, which we're going to talk about here, is they announced a remake for Dead Space.
Nice.
Nice. I've never played Dead Space. I don't really know much about the series, but I do know that this is actually not being very well received by Dead Space fans and the Dead Space community in general.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this is in the exact words of actually like I know how like they're all finding the same choice of words for it. It's them parading around the corpse of Dead Space with their wallets out. So apparently
I see.
they did this studio, these developers, this team very dirty. They after Dead Space 1 and 2, they EA put their hands in the honeypot in the cookie jar and really fucked up Dead Space 3 and made it something really, really not what the directors wanted. And then after fucking up Dead Space 3, they went ahead and just dissolved the whole studio and laid everybody off and got rid of the studio as a whole, destroying Visceral Studios. And now they're going back and remaking the first game, just remastering the first game while mixing in some mechanics of all three of the games to like give
I
it a fresher
see.
feel with a whole different team with none of the original people involved and just gonna make a cash grab off of it basically is what I'm seeing is what's happening here. In that case, I do think that fucking sucks. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everyone's saying if they wanted to do this,
I
they should
didn't
have done
hear.
it
I didn't know
right.
that take on it. So
Yeah.
hearing that does. It's sketch.
Yeah,
It's
they're saying
sketchy.
if they wanted to do this, they should have done the right thing and gotten the old people together, as many of them as they could, and like done it right. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But this time it's just like, hey guys, everyone wants Dead Space back,
You
right?
know.
Give us money for the first game again. No one's
You know what?
involved.
Yeah. You know what? I have a gripe here
Yes, tell us
with
about
EA.
this. Tell us about this
I've been
because
trying to. I
your what you've been playing section this week would have been a little bit more fluffy this week, huh?
Yeah, I would have. I was trying to actually stream Dead Space, but the
But let alone stream it.
yeah, but the friggin' for whatever reason, Dead Space won't launch. I can't fix it. I don't know what's wrong with it. I can't. So I downloaded it from Game Pass, and I have the EA Play the EA Desktop
Hmm.
app.
Origin or whatever it's called.
Yeah, so I have that installed. I have it installed through. It goes through Game Pass. It opens up on the EA Desktop, and then it pops up in the top. I've been able to play like Need for Speed and some other games on there. For whatever reason, Dead Space just will not start. Like, and it's weird because it pops up like my screen goes black, like if it's gonna start, and then it comes back to my desktop, and then it goes black, and then it opens up a Discord page.
What?
Yeah, and it literally opens up like my Discord, like whatever last Discord page I had up, as a window when Discord's not even open.
That's super fucking weird.
So I don't know what's going on with it. I'm really, really annoyed. I've uninstalled it and reinstalled it twice already. I'm so annoyed with it. I just want to play Dead Space, the original,
Man, that's
and I
crazy.
can't.
And you've
Like,
like
I
Googled
literally
it
can't.
and there's no solutions online or anything like that?
So a couple of people, what they did, they had to change their region on the computer. I tried that, and no dice on that. Um, there was a bunch of other stuff. The only thing I haven't tried is running the game as an administrator, but I don't know how that would work if it's running through the EA desktop app.
Yeah. Hmm.
So it's kind of weird. Like, do I have to run EA desktop as administrator? Is it like being blocked somehow? But like, is the download just broken? I don't know. I don't know
Yeah.
what's going on. So I have been trying for 2 days to try and play Dead Space,
That's actually fucking crazy, dude.
and it just won't work. So EA, I
Fuck
know you're
off.
not listening, but if you are,
Fix your
please
damn
fix
game.
it. Yeah, thank you. What Draco said.
All right. But the other big announcement out of EA Play was they showed a new trailer for Battlefield 2042 detailing the new Battlefield Portal mode, which is a very, 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 very interesting game mode. It's an experience that allows you to take classic maps, weapons, and vehicles from past entries in the franchise and put your own spin on things. Then you can put it out for the whole community to play. So you can kind of make your own like custom environments and combine as many elements of the available games as you want into your own map or game mode and stuff like that. And then you can share it online, kind of like a Super Mario Maker map or something on Dreams or something like that, which is pretty dope.
It is really cool.
Yeah, the game modes included, the games included are Battlefield 1942, Battlefield Bad Company 2, and Battlefield 3. And with a bunch of returning maps, weapons, vehicles, all that kind of stuff. So it honestly looks cool, man. Just in general, this Battlefield looks a lot more appealing than past Battlefields for some reason. I don't know. It looks good. It looks fun. You know what I mean? I think I mentioned that when I first saw the trailer.
Yeah.
So it's dope, man. Did you have a chance to check it out at all? The trailer?
Yeah, I saw the trailer, and honestly, I wasn't 100% sold, but now I'm sold. Now that people are going to be able to make some crazy shit happen in the game, just like random maps with like a mix of game modes and stuff like that, I'm actually more excited for it now. Like, I'm gonna probably buy this.
Yeah, you know what? I might give a Battlefield game a shot for once in my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, looks good.
So, and it comes out in October of this year, right?
I believe so, yes.
Yeah. So, yeah, it's coming soon, and I'm probably gonna cop it day one because I'm sure a bunch of our friends are gonna cop it as well.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure a bunch of them will. So yeah, I might join you guys. We'll see what happens.
Nice.
And then moving on to, you want to save this for last, or you want to go through it now?
Let's just go. Let's just talk about it because I'm upset. And then,
So
well, both of these pieces of news are kind of upsetting in their own way.
Yeah, this one is on a whole different level though. So Activision and Blizzard are being sued by the state of California for harassment towards all forms of employees, mostly females and all, and they're being accused of fostering a frat boy culture. So some of the examples cited in here include, let's see, female employees make up around 20% of the Activision's workforce and are subjected to a pervasive frat boy workplace culture, including cube crawls in which male employees drink copious amounts of alcohol as they crawl their way through various cubicles in the office and often engage in inappropriate sexual behavior towards female employees.
How are you allowing that at your workplace?
Agency alleges that male employees play video games during the workday while delegating responsibilities to female employees, engage in sexual banter, and joke openly about rape, among other things.
Christ.
Female employees are being held back from promotions because of the possibility they might become pregnant, being criticized for leaving to pick up their children from daycare, and being kicked out of lactation rooms so male colleagues could use the room for meetings.
What?
Mm-hmm. Female employees working for the World of Warcraft
This is
team noted that
ridiculous.
male employees and supervisors would hit on them, making derogatory comments about rape and otherwise engage in demeaning behavior. And then to top it all off, the like worst thing that I've read here in this article, trigger warning for people out there because this is pretty tragic and sad for suicide and stuff like that. The suit also points to a female Activision employee who took her own life while on a company trip with her male supervisor. The employee had been subjected to intense sexual harassment prior to her death, including having nude photos passed around at a company holiday party, she says.
Damn.
So this has been a 2-year investigation, and it's finally gotten to the point where the state of California was just like, hey, we're taking this shit to fucking court.
Yeah, dude, like that's ridiculous. How are you? I can't, like, why? Like, not why, but like how? How do companies let this kind of stuff happen? It doesn't make sense to me. Like, how are you letting people drink at their workplace?
I
And
don't, I can't even begin to fathom. I can't. I
you
don't
know, like,
understand at all.
who in their right mind allows that? And why aren't these people being fired? Like, who?
Yeah, all of the Activision and Blizzard social media channels have been radio silent all week, probably because they are like being held from like speaking because of this court case currently or something like that.
Yeah, I'm sure.
But an internal email was leaked earlier this morning from a female executive who was basically just damage controlling all over the place, saying like, oh, an article and a lawsuit came to light earlier this week trying to paint a false image of our companies here at Activision. They're trying to bring up ugly truths from our past and things that are no longer a part of our culture in order to create a false image of where we are now. And you guys know that's not the Activision of today. And as a female employee here, I strive every day to make sure that everyone has the same experience as me, and basically just deflecting and denying the whole thing, gaslighting the employees type of thing, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
they don't seem to be handling it very well over there on their end. And we've always known that Activision and Blizzard have been bad in this respect. It's been pretty common knowledge
But
that,
like this bad? Like,
but this bad, someone died, man.
mhm.
Someone took their own life over this type of shit that they're allowing to fester and go on in a
Yeah.
fucking professional office setting, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
I don't understand it, and there's no excuse, there's no defending this, there's no nothing. Like this the lowest of the low at this point. You know what I mean? And
Yeah, I agree, dude. It's fucked up.
I don't think anyone should be supporting this company going forward. Like people can play something other than Call of Duty for once in their life. You know what I mean? Like unfortunately, this includes Blizzard, which we have been, vocal fans of for a long time since we were
Yeah,
kids and stuff like that. And this fucking sucks and it hurts and it makes you feel bad and like betrayed. You know what I mean? Like
yeah,
we pre-ordered Diablo 2 and we were like super excited about that, and now I'm just like soured on it. Like I don't want to like even really do much coverage on the channel about it or stream it or anything that I was planning to do with it. It's kind of just like I guess I'll sit here and play it in silence and shame, but I don't want to like give these people my time and exposure and like
yeah,
anything, you know
exactly.
what I mean?
I
Like,
agree. I'm gonna be doing the same thing. We had a lot of stuff planned for the remaster, but I'm probably just gonna play it on my own, not gonna post anything about it or give any exposure. I mean, I already paid for it, so
yep.
um anyways, yeah, it sucks. It sucks. It's a bummer, and like why can't we, this is why we can't have nice things. Because people are just shitty, dude. I'm baffled that this got to that point, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It doesn't make any sense to me. Like at all. Like who, as an executive there, like how are you not dealing with this type of shit, you know?
Exactly. Well, it probably starts at the top is the problem. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's
But
true.
it does
Yeah.
it does start at the problem because not to get all weird and political and conspiracy theory, but the CEO of Activision, Bobby Kotick, he was in Epstein's Black Book or whatever. So
Mm.
it starts at the top. Those
It
are like
does. It does.
the most rotten individuals on planet Earth are fucking corporate CEOs. You know what I mean?
That's true.
So it's wild, man. This is highly disappointing, highly upsetting, disturbing at points. You know what
Very.
I mean? Like it's fucked.
Yeah.
So, but moving on from that, man, and that shit show and that depression hole, we can talk about the Steam Deck some more. We talked about the Game Gear last week, and it looks like
The Gabe gear.
some more specs were released. Going into detail about the different models, it looks like the cheapest model that doesn't have the SSD in it does have a slightly weaker processor than the other two. So just to keep that in mind. But it also was stated earlier this week by a Valve developer working on this thing that while there will be variation between games, 30 frames per second is what Valve is targeting with the Steam Deck. So there was a lot of smoke and fire, a lot of shit talking, a lot of the Switch is dead. Why the fuck do we need this anymore? We have a PC in our hands. It's going to be fully customizable. We're going to be running things at full frame rates, full resolutions because it's a PC in your hand and because people don't know how to take into advantage heat distribution and battery life. So everyone was running their fucking mouth. And now it looks like for most of these games, the more demanding games, to get even 5 hours of battery life at 30 frames per second, that's what the target's going to be. 800p and 30 hertz.
Yikes.
So well, I saw a lot of people like gripping their heads at their pre-orders on Twitter today. You know what I mean? A lot of people with their feet in their mouths, a lot of backtracking. So it's a good piece of technology, but like, handheld
It's not what you people
handheld things
thought.
have limitations. Do you think if it was super easy to just throw out like a handheld that does 120 frames 4K that Nintendo wouldn't have done that to begin with? Like these things have their limitations and they have to stay within budgeting and costs and manufacturing and parts, and so much goes into all this stuff. Like it was like people highly overestimated what this could have been. You know what I mean? Like, well, yeah, it is gonna like have access to a massive library of games at your fingertips at
It's still
anywhere.
gonna be cool, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Like
still gonna be a cool device. Like, keep your expectations in check and maybe stop shitting on other people's preferences and shit like that. Because guess what? Like from the sound of it, there's gonna be there might be some 60 frame stuff on here, but guess what? There's some 60 frame stuff on Switch too.
Yeah.
So
kind of there's a few things that
yeah,
are
that's quite a
60
bit of
frames.
things.
So and it looked fine too. So
there you go. For all you crazy PC fanatics out there that were shitting on people, maybe wait, maybe not so much. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I mean, I still think it's cool. If there's ever like a massive discount on one, or I find one on offer up randomly for cheap, I still might grab it just to grab it because I think it's cool. But definitely not gonna be a day one thing that I grab. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's pretty much going to do it for us here on the podcast this week. Thank you so much for joining us. Thank you so much for listening. If you made it all the way to the end, you are a true PS5 revision and you can do 8K. Congratulations. If you want to find me on the internet and talk frame rates, you can find me at Knife Life Osc, Knife Life OSC. You can find Eric on the internet.
If you want to find me and talk refresh rates, you can find me as Erky Plays.
If you want
everywhere else.
If you want to find us together and talk about resolution, you can find us at the PodBoyz Advanced Twitter.
It's probably the worst one.
Make sure you join the Discord if you want to submit a question. We did have a couple this week that I completely forgot about, and I apologize.
Oh no, we'll do next week.
Yeah,
next week.
We'll squeeze those in.
They were good questions. We'll get them next week.
But yeah, you'll be featured on an episode. Other than that, if you want to check out my other podcast, after a week-long break, we are back this week at 8-Hour Chat, wherever you can find this one. This week we talk about a topic we hashed out pretty heavily in our Discord already,
no.
which is the Kool-Aid Man, the jar, or the juice. So got way too in depth with that topic once again.
He's the juice. The use.
He is the juice. I started off being a firm believer of jar, but
he's the juice.
There's no way he's not the juice. But yeah, that's pretty much gonna do it for us here. Until next time, my name is Oscar.
And I'm the Kool-Aid Man's juice.
And this has been PodBoyz Advanced. We'll see you guys next. Don't eat the Kool-Aid pie.
Don't. Even if it tastes like apple. Oh man.